All right, today we're playing right or wrong. Teams with the two best records in the NFL are headed to the Super Bowl. So does this mean that they're the two best, or did a better team miss out? Right or wrong, the two best teams are in the Super Bowl.
No, I think given the quarterback injuries to San Francisco, these are the two best teams. The Chiefs are clearly one of the two best teams. And the Niners, listen, you can't they lost 3 quarterbacks to what looks like season-ending injuries. You can't survive it. Do I think the Niners fully healthy are better than the Eagles? I do. But it's a war of attrition, so to speak. The Eagles, by the way, lost their quarterback for a few weeks this year, but they had played well enough leading up to it. They were still able to be the 1 seed. What it does mean is this: if the Chiefs win this Super Bowl, they will have beaten every team that matters this year. They beat the Bengals. The Niners are on a 12-game winning streak that the last team to beat them was the Chiefs, and now they get the Eagles. They beat the Chargers twice. They beat the Bills. They beat Tom Brady. They beat every team that matters this year except for Buffalo, I guess. Sorry, Buffalo. Hang the banner. You beat the Chiefs, but it didn't matter for you. The 4 or 5, it's really rare to have a season where you end up being able to stay the entirety of the Final Four, except for you can't beat yourself. The Chiefs now have that opportunity. So I do think these are the two best teams. Listen, I was too low on Philly. They've proven it, and I didn't work into I didn't give them getting the bye in the 1 seed enough credit for what it was going to mean for them. That they were going to be able to get a little healthier in the bye, and that I was just certain the Vikings were going to beat the Giants and Philly would be playing a real team in round 2, be it Dallas or Tampa. Now, Tampa ended up not being a real team, but Dallas had given Philly trouble this year. But because the Giants won, when you're the 1 seed, you get the worst team remaining because the playoffs reseed. By the way, that helped the Chiefs too. They got the Jags and the Prince instead of having to deal with Cincinnati a round earlier or Buffalo a round earlier. So that's where the regular season does matter. I give credit to the Eagles. Also, I got DeMonze. So have I ever told you, I think I've told you the story about, so the Eagles in 2017, my first year on TV, they have Carson Wentz. They're like, I don't know, 13-1 or something. The Eagles in 2017 had a guy named Carson Wentz. Well, you know who Carson Wentz is. But that year, he looked like he was going to be league MVP. And with a month left in the season, he was trying to run for a touchdown, dove for it, and got his leg snapped. Leg broken. And I went on TV and said, okay, you can't win the Super Bowl. You had the league MVP. He's done for the year. You're not winning the Super Bowl. And they kept winning, right? So they were the 1 seed that year as well. They play in the NFC Championship game against Minnesota. My TV partner at the time was Chris Carter, Vikings legend. Yeah. So Chris and I, along with Dusty, went to Eagles-Vikings trip to Super Bowl on the line and sat in the Vikings owner's box. DeMonze, these Eagles fans started a F Nick Wright chant, were pounding on the glass at the thing. I mean, they were rabid with anger. That game started 7-0 Minnesota and ended 38-7 Philly. And I wasn't afraid, but I thought it could get sideways on me. Right. For real. These Eagles fans don't mess around. So now I've done it again, where I've doubted the Eagles, said they were going to be one and done. They find themselves in the Super Bowl. The difference is I now like to go to Philly a lot. I play poker there. Your mom likes to shop there. We take weekend trips to Philly like once every couple of months. I don't know if I'm welcome. And so it's kind of a bad beat for me. They got great casinos. I love playing cards there. But hey, listen, shout out to the Birds.
I mean, if the Chiefs win, I feel like you got some respect out there.
Man.
Disrespectful respect.
Chiefs, Eagles.
Respectful disrespect.
Good. Hey, thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button to get more from the show, and make sure to click the bell to get notified every time new content drops. Check out full episodes of What's Right wherever you get your podcasts, or Just click the link in the description below.